about to happen in this house is just going to be like pure chaos. So, full disclosure, I was going to wait till like golden hour to shoot this, but because of the positioning of my house and where the sun goes, golden hour lasts like 30 minutes, and I could not do this in 30 minutes. Also, it snowed today, so I don't have to go anywhere, so I might as well film it, and I had to have it filmed by like Sunday, so I might as well do it today at like noon. So here we go. So the Buzzwordathon for February is colors. It can be any color. It's not just the word color. It's words that are colors. I'm not explaining it well. Basically, if it falls under the category of being like a color name, it counts. To save myself some time and energy, I have tried to limit myself to one book per color of the traditional Roy G. Biv rainbow, excluding like indigo and violet. Like purple is lumped together here. I took some liberties. But anyway, I'm sure there are other things you could read. There's probably more recent things you could read. My stuff is a little bit more classic leaning because that's what I have experience with and have read. But there are quite a few books on this like small list that I have not read, embarrassingly. So just bear with me. Here are some suggestions of things you can read next week during the Buzzwordathon. Red! The book for Red is The Scarlet Pimpernel. The Scarlet Pimpernel is the precursor to all your favorite billionaire superhero stories where this rich English guy is actually saving French people secretly, and his wife doesn't know. And so this book is basically her finding out. This is a really cute little masked hero story, and it's a good second chance romance. It's also very short, so this might be the book I read because I also happen to have this on my Kindle, making it a lot easier to sneak in reading between classes. Orange. The book I chose for Orange, or rather I should say the book series I chose for Orange, is the Tales of Marigold series. This is a middle grade. Don't leave the video. I know it's not a classic. This is one of the best middle grade series I've ever read. I was obsessed with Once Upon a Marigold when I was in middle school and high school. It's a very cute love story about a guy sending little pigeon messages to a princess who feels like she doesn't fit in with her own family. It's very cute. I don't really know how to articulate it, but I think it's the reason that when I do read fantasy, I like fantasy with kind of a little bit of tongue-in-cheek meta commentary that doesn't take itself too seriously, because that's what this book does. The second book involves them trying to get married, and her mom has come back, and it's about forgiveness. And the third book, they're married and have a kid, and it's about, hey, am I good enough to raise something? And also, are we different now that we are older and married and have a kid? And it was beautiful to read as a grown adult. I was like, that's such a healthy exploration of love and relationships. We might not like each other all the time, but if we love each other, we figure out ways to communicate when things stress us out. Children need this book series. That's all I have to say. So yeah, Tales of Marigold, Once Upon a Marigold, Twice Upon a Marigold, and Thrice Upon a Marigold are all really good. I know that's really big, but trust me, the books like fly by. Yellow. The book I chose for yellow, because I don't really have anything physically I can hold up that has the word yellow or some form of yellow word in it, is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I really like The Secret History, but I've never read this one, and it's a big boy, so I will probably keep that streak by not reading it this week. But if you're looking for something very short to read that has the word yellow in it, I don't have a copy of it, but I have it on my Kindle. I think it's free, actually, on Amazon, is The Yellow Wallpaper. Fantastic book. Fantastic. In fact, yeah, don't even worry about The Goldfinch. Read The Yellow Wallpaper. Green. The book I chose for green is Anne of Green Gables. This is part of my Penguin Pantone collection that's back here looking kind of bad now that this isn't in here. I have never read anything to do with Anne of Green Gables. I've never watched anything to do with Anne of Green Gables, so I can't really tell you anything about this book, but besides people who have read it seem to really like it. So, Anne of Green Gables. Blue. The book I chose for blue is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I have not read this. I know you can revoke my English major card if you want to. This is probably what I'm going to read next week when I come home from work as like a de-stress kind of thing. I've heard really good things about it. It has been highly recommended to me, and I do want to know more about Morrison's work, considering the only thing I've read by her is Beloved. So it is in my best interest to get this book read next week. But that is for Bluest Eye. Purple. The book I'm recommending for the color purple is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This book is really amazing. It flies. It tells the story of a girl named Celie and the horrible, horrible things that happen to her and how she finds a way to grow throughout that. And I'm not going to tell you any more about it. The movie is also really good, but trust me, you want to read the book. The book is amazing. I read it in one day. Trust me. Just read this book. But this is for purple, The Color Purple. Alright, that's it. Those are the books that I am recommending, even though some of them I obviously haven't read, which again, embarrassing. But just go to Goodreads and go to the Buzzwordathon's like group page. I'm sure people much smarter than me have a lot of different recommendations that you can look for in all kinds of genres and topics that you're interested in. Those are just books that I had on my shelves that I could use for this video. But if I am going to recommend any of the books like on that list for you to read, you should probably read The Scarlet Pimpernel, any of the Marigold books, and The Color Purple. Those are going to be the ones that I think will hit the spot best out of that group. But like I said, I haven't read half of them, so who knows? I'm still filming and I'm already embarrassed about the transitions. I've changed my shirt 5 times. This was really stupid.